Dear friends, my earlier videos on the RO water issue, I am getting some feedback from some foreigners that the video contains Hindi language more and they want information more in the English language. So keeping in mind or the requirement of English speaking people who do not know Hindi, I am further trying to do my bit through this video. So regarding the harmful nature of reverse osmosis water, the water which is uh, which is passed through a reverse osmosis technology, which is so called purified through a reverse osmosis process. What are the demerits in such water? What are the demerits in continuously going on drinking such water, which is yielded through a reverse osmosis purification system? So in such waters, actually such water is in practically demineralized. And what a irony to find out that such demineralized water is, in common parlance, especially in India, the common man talks about mineral water. That look, I am drinking mineral water, but in fact it is demineralized water. The such water is devoid of essential minerals and micronutrients which are very essential to our body, because such ions, such chemical ions and minerals, for example, magnesium ion, calcium ion, potassium ion, and so many of them, chromium, and so such macro and micronutrients are required by our body essentially, and such micronutrients and ions or electrolytes are only supplemented by drinking water alone. That means there is no other source our body can achieve, our body can gain such micronutrients. The only way is through via the drinking water process. Now, when such a water is passed through an RO technology, the RO membrane, first of all, such a membrane is a semi-selectively permeable membrane or a semi-permeable membrane. Such membrane is made up of polymer. Most probably, most often such membranes are polymer material, made up of polymer material, and due to this polymer content, every time the water passes through it, some minuscule part at ppm level, maybe at a ppm level only, but such a leaching process, due to the leaching process, the very fine or the very minute ppm level constituents are leached into this drinking water. They are leached from this membrane and they are passed into this drinking water. When we consume such water, such harmful plastic components, polymer components enter our body, which upon in large accumulation, because they are not easily excreted from our body, they have an accumulatory tendency. They have a tendency to accumulate in various organs like liver and other fat deposits. They also get accumulated in our body, which can cause even dreaded diseases like cancer also, because they are not easily excreted away from our body. So such plastic constituents, such carcinogenic, cancer causing constituents are also leached from this semi-permeable membrane, which is the selectively permeable membrane of the RO machine systems, RO purification systems. Apart from that, there are several essential several essential chemical ions or electrolytes, which are which salts, which are components of the salt, the natural salts which naturally occur in the water. So they are also removed by this selectively permeable membrane of the RO systems, which cause deficiency of such essential ions in our body. And such deficiency can lead to paralysis, because our nerve endings, they are the conduction of nerve impulse. Everywhere the ion exchange mechanism is active in our body for normal physiological functioning of our body, and all the biochemical reactions which are continuously going on in our body. The ionic balance, the electrolyte balance is of utmost importance. And these ions, even the nerve impulse conduction is through ions, like